Alright, today is yet another beautiful day the Lord has given unto you. And I abusia for any day kwans member obibia fisher panama sam obibia or shemi and also OTM akwaba edino about possible multimedia. Me amidi media ho cha me meeting Eddie Francis Achu aka possible abusia for any day kwans so meso say ene ni dey kan we nature channel so YouTuber. Obeje bre no share video no amana kwa wie o share no like kwa comment or subscribe we no share content no and now so I recommend the channel no ama unu ebi so enya videos ni bi ahwe ebushia for maybe etwam no yete say audio bi akọ viral say ye papa Kenedy ohine Japan abawurem ewo former president ye papa John Ajekum Kufuor efie ema result eba bonten ni say ye papa Kufuor esake Kenedy ohine Japan edifi ni fie say onfri ni fie ho na onko na unim se Ghana de bibi enye sia o pese hu emu no kre na nkasa age wankasa wako field na wako akoye research na nei in an interview with Kenedy ohine Japan. Yes, ya papa Paul Adom Ocho any Kenedy ohine Japan eye interview na Paul ebusa ya papa Ken say maybe atwem yete say na former president John Ajekum Kufuor efa to say ni bibia na so for say ne ba yakasa okasa kire wa utie wo so okasa kire na utie ye hu de ba ye prekope yese ukọ ni fie ma ne sake o saa asem no nokre ben na ewom abusia menu mienu na edi adanse se papa Kenedy ohine Japan asem no se de tie bia no ubusa no na se eye nokre dia obebo wu nkyiremu eho na asem ne wo obibebusa se asem ben na ewo ho de bia abusia me ka ema Ghana fo nyina ya we anytime any day content bia me mo bia ya we se through the oben ene saying ye papa Kenedy ohine Japan ebo poladom otu nkyiremu se nipa bi a asa that time na oje omudi no eye omo ya say John Ajekum Kufuor afa ono Ken se ne ba na ono se dia Ken tie no ono kasa ye papa Kufuor etie inti no omo fa nachi ekoka nsem bia enye nokre edifa ono Ken ho kire ye papa John Ajekum Kufuor na mfumso a ono Ken hu se ye papa John Ajekum Kufuor eye asa that time ne say he did not give him the chance to explain himself. Just said, "Dear or say no, a team say yes, a no cresse Ken, ayesa, a tiami." A hot and I papa Kenedy or Hine Japan, a call switch mu say, Nipa mienu Echo can same be the tone so edit say papa John Ajekum Kufuor as ansem no enye no cre inti or no de eja or ko oluman fee. Abeni na anytime according to him anytime bia obetimi akofio na say anytime bia obekofio no ono no onye visitor na say stranger e ofio onya akofio ha na chese ono ankasa buwra ye papa Kufuor ekechi no ono ankasa akọ 7 ho na say bia ni bi wo ha no akọ 7 ho na say nkonwo a enam so okọ ho na one ye papa akodi until one day sa nipa mienu a ye papa Kenedy ohine Japan ebo omudin wo audio nimu no ekoka nsem bia enye nokre efa ne ho kire papa John Ajekum Kufuor no nso angebre emusa ne se eba ne sen na wokoye we anasa wokaka asem we fa me ho nti ama ono nso eni sada no ono Ken ekọ Kufuor efie na chese ye papa Kufuor de ebufuo saken ne se onfie emfi ne fie na onko because do owo edemano no atiko. Meanwhile, dia sa nipa mienu eka che ono Kufuor no wamma Kenedy ohine Japan chance ama na nkyere ninsemu as to why okan bi okan ye no ana say bi okan ye ana say wanka se nansen na nokre no ababonte e papa John Ajekum Kufuor ehun say oh na che say e ntro bi na nkrofo no edeto so ebusia ye papa Kenedy ohine Japan akan sen bebre me pese me kasa ne be tintin ka me ho yin nyina ye nkonkotie dia Kenedy ohine Japan kire Paul Adom Ocho during that interview. National say aha possible multimedia. Mr. Obetimi subscribe we are na wa share content no ama unu ebi so nya videos ni bi ahwe. Yenko nkuti nsem no mu ntiremu.
Engage with us about a matter that the Honorable Kenedy Japan had talked about on television. President Kufuor's people gave us a clarification of something Kenedy Japan actually said. We'd like to show you what he said, and we'll tell you the clarification that they gave us because they have given us permission tonight to share the story with you. This is what Kenedy Japan said. So what was your relationship with President KUFFOUR in the second term and all that?
No, very good.
Okay. What's your relationship with him today?
Today is, because something happened, a young guy lied to him, and I think President did not give me a chance even to explain.
What did he lie to him about?
Well, I went to Ada's office, house.
Kofi Ada.
I was chasing my money. I believe in business. That I remember very well. Banredu was the finance minister at that time. So Ada had taken over as the minister for energy. And he didn't know who was behind that, so he was not going to pay it. And I went to him. Whilst I was there, I met one guy. If I hear the same name with a chief director I will get the name. And he started asking me questions.
The guy?
Yeah. The guy. Oh, this election, presidential, whom do you think is going to win?
Oh, this is the 17?
Right.
Okay.
Then I said, honestly, when I was going to America, I'm just quoting what I said. When I was going to America, Alan was leading. But when I came back, people are shifting. And the reason, I don't even get them, because election, you need somebody who can raise funds. That time, Alan had raised about 13 billion. And some people did not even understand why. And they were using that against us. So how? So I said, because of the fundraising, now Nanado is slightly ahead of Alan. That was
all.
Yeah.
Then what did he tell J. KUFFOUR?
Yeah, the guy is called Atu Eshen. Very bad boy.
Atu Eshen?
Yeah, very bad boy.
Maybe I know him. I think I know him.
Yeah, very bad boy.
Okay, so he then said what?
I hear later on, I heard he went to. I thought all along, till last year, I thought it was Alan who called President KUFFOUR to tell him. Not knowing it was Dr. Anani.
Called President KUFFOUR to tell him that what?
Yeah, that I don't support Alan. A whole lot of things went on. And the way the man loved me to death, he sacked me from his house without giving me any chance.
You went to his house to talk to him?
I had gone there, yes. Because they hinted me. Chemabute hinted me
that there's a problem, you should go.
Yeah, there's a problem, so go to your father. No, the man loves me to death. When I entered the house, straight to his kitchen, I'll go and prepare my own tea. Then I'll go to the smoke. Just say, no, that boy, he's evil.
So that day, what did President KUFFOUR do? He said, leave my house?
Yeah, he didn't give me chance. He didn't know. I think now he's realized I never did anything of that sort. I never campaigned against Alan until he sacked me from his house.
How did he sack you from his house?
He said, you, and it's true. Whatever he said about me and his relationship is true. So he was hurt. He was hurt. But he didn't give me chance even to explain, because I was innocent about the whole thing. He said, you, small boy, anybody who asks me to give the position, I do it. But you, one thing, you can't do it for me, and you are opposing me. I said, oh, President, what? Then he said, I didn't know anything. I don't know what that boy, Atu Eshen, went and told Dr. Anani. And I don't know today what Dr. Anani told President that destroyed the relationship. Yeah. I have never done anything like that. So I came out to say, well, if he doesn't want to give me a chance, then hey, I'll support Nana KUFFOUR. So I timed them. I was quiet. The last minute when they were in the buses coming, then I hit them. Bah! Everybody should vote for KUFFOUR.
You hit them with a gun?
No, I mean, I came out on Adom FM and I told them they should vote for KUFFOUR.
And you were quite popular.
Even that time?
Yeah, even that time you were.
Yeah, I told them.
So that's how come you were standing behind KUFFOUR when he was giving the victory speech?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the story, the narration that the Honorable Kenedy Japan gave to me on Tuesday. people close to J. KUFFOUR have engaged with us, and they confirm that, and they have given their permission for me to say this. I've also discussed this matter with Honorable Kenedy Japan. They confirm that the relationship between the Honorable Kenedy Japan and President KUFFOUR has muddied a little bit. And that, well, those of you watching who have capacity to bring them together, I think both men really love each other. Something happened. There was a misrepresentation. Now, they say that the real problem was that President KUFFOUR's son, one of his sons, was engaged in business with another person named Mr. Kwame Poku. It turned out that this Mr. Kwame Poku had, the business didn't go quite well. It ended up in courts. So President KUFFOUR's son took legal action against Mr. Kwame Poku. The court agreed with President KUFFOUR's son. And so it turned out that bailiffs had to go to Mr. Kwame Poku's house in Tema to go and sort of take his property to pay for the debt. Honorable Kenedy Japan was doing his normal work when he was hinted by journalists from Adom FM that President KUFFOUR's son had sent bailiffs to take somebody's property. So he was worried that President KUFFOUR's name is going to be dragged in the mud. So he called President KUFFOUR and said, your son is taking people's property out of some business that I know about, and you should tell him to stop so that we can settle this matter amicably, because you are president of Ghana and you don't need to do that. It would appear that President KUFFOUR believed that his son was actually in Tema doing something wrong. So he looked for his son, and his son was right in the house. It was then, according to the story, misrepresented to President KUFFOUR that Kenedy Japan was on the side of the businessman against President KUFFOUR's son. But the truth story is that Kenedy Japan was always on Mr. KUFFOUR's son's side, but he was worried that the media were going to pick up this information about President KUFFOUR's son. And in 2007, it was going to destroy the president's name. Communication did not work. Kenedy Japan was not able to tell President KUFFOUR that this is what I stood for. I didn't want your name to be destroyed, so I was telling you to tell your son to hold on, that even me, Kenedy Japan, I can settle this matter. And he proceeded to settle it. He even paid some money to the parties that needed to be paid. But it looks like President KUFFOUR's view of the matter, the narration that was given to him, was that Kenedy Japan was against his son in this business. So that's what brought the confusion. So they are telling us that the confusion was not so much about politics, but it was about business, and the president was disappointed that Kenedy Japan was like his son, a man he knew well, a man he gave access to, when he heard Kenedy Japan talking about those things. So they wanted this clarification sought, that in his political lifetime, President KUFFOUR has led the MPP to 2 successful elections. He has supported the MPP's presidential candidate as elected, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, in 2008. He did not necessarily have a preference for any of the 17, and that he was waiting so that whoever wins the contest, he will support him. And in 2016, we all saw President KUFFOUR on the platform campaigning ferociously for President Akufo-Addo. During the election petition court case, we saw President KUFFOUR campaigning for President Akufo-Addo to win the court case. And of course, in 2016, we saw it. And on Inauguration Day, in January 7, 2017, if you look at the Independence Square, only few people were happier than President KUFFOUR to see Nana Akufo-Addo become president of Ghana. So there's no problem with that. But the problem is a family problem. I spoke to Kenedy Japan this morning about that. He remembers this issue, and it actually really also hurt him, because he said that he actually paid money so that the matter will be saved. But the president didn't give him the opportunity to explain to him that he was not against his son, but that he wanted peace to prevail and that the president's name should be sustained. So this